What's really good, LeSBP Trading? Familia, buenos dias, bonjour, bon dia, sal bona, guten Abend, what was it? Kombawa, aftab, masa, Thank you all for tuning in this evening. I appreciate it, for following me on this journey. Let's go ahead and jump right in because I don't really have any language stuff to give you, so we can get right to it. All right, the leap. There are 22 days, 9 hours, and 39 minutes left. $25,000 in cash prizes and 6 additional months for your current subscription. The paper trading competition is back and we're shaking things up. This contest, the top 50 traders will compete for a share of $25,000 and 200 more traders will get 6-month extensions for their current plans. So, that being said, if you come in the top 250 place, top 250 and above, you'll get a prize. That's all it is. All right, we're gonna start backwards today because I'll get rid of this again. Just need to put it down. We're gonna start backwards today because this is the only trade that we had on the 2-hour time frame. Now, if you remember on my day 1 through 4 recap and my day 5, I basically said that I wasn't sure if I wanted to get back into oil, only because it had done us so badly. Today, I decided to go ahead and get into it because one, on the day 5, I was talking about how it met criteria. It was the only one that actually met criteria on the 2-hour time frame. But I did wait patiently. I said we waited to take this trade on the lower time frame to see if we could get a better position, which we did. So sometimes that doesn't happen. I can let y'all know that now. Sometimes it just runs the fuck away. But um, it gave us a better position. We got these nice little candlesticks down, and then by time 7 o'clock hit on this candlestick right here, it came up. I believe we entered right here when it came back down just a little bit. Entered, and then boom, we've been in that since. Right now, we're currently, I didn't show you my placement. Right now, we're currently in 10,147th place. As I told you before, I always do it. I don't know how, but I always do it. I dwindled my profits down from like 900 something down to now $44. Funny thing is, we're still in the top like 20% though, so I don't even know how that works. But either way, as you can see, this is the only 2-hour time frame trade that I got into. We waited very patiently, and now we're currently up an unrealized profit of 226 and 56 cents. So my hope is that we can get $1,000 out of this. Maybe that can put me back in at least the top 7% like I was, but we'll see if that happens. I'm not really sure. Now moving down to this 5-minute time frame, which I do not like. I can already tell you, I see a reason why scalping did not work for me. I definitely see it 100% why scalping did not work for me. I just kind of, I don't know, I can't seem to find the groove when it comes down to these smaller time frames. I know that things happen on the bigger time frames just as they do on the small time frames, and that frequency is a lot more. I understand the concept of what I'm trying to tell you all, but when it comes down to the actual trade, for some reason, I just can't seem to get it right. So on this small time frame, we took one trade on Euro USD, complete and utter loss. Like literally, we had what's the word I'm looking for? We had a glimmer of hope right here, and then all of a sudden said nope. And I just went on ahead and jumped out of that early because this trade was probably the biggest loser. It was worth about $400, I think, maybe a little bit less, but I think I took it out at like a negative 200. Other than that, there were no other trades on today on Euro USD. Then we had a silver trade. We actually had 2 silver trades. So one right here. Second trade of the day. Still not liking it. LOL. The trades come frequently, but a lot of misdirection. So basically, that's me thinking that the market is coming down, going back the way that it was already going, which was down. And I just don't think I'm patient enough to actually, trade on the 5-minute time frame. I don't think I'm patient enough because as you can see, I mean, you can see that you have higher lows, or what is the word I'm looking for? You can see the market's going down. I don't even want to spout some nonsense out to you all right now because I really don't know what I'm talking about when I say that. So you can see that the market is on the way down. Then it kind of changes structure, but then it goes back down again. Then it looks like it's changing structure to back to the upside, but then it decides, nope, you know what? We're going to continue to go down. But as you can see, it starts getting higher, slightly higher, slightly higher, slightly higher. And at this point is when I choose to sell. I know that that's wrong, but for some odd reason, my criteria and everything that meets it is like, that's okay. You can go ahead and trade there. So that's something that to me, I feel like unless I make a significant difference on it, I really just need to stop trading on the 5-minute time frame. And what's funny is I'll show you all by the end of this that if I was able to trade on my 2 hour time frame, and take all the trades regardless of time, like time of the day, I should say, then I would definitely be winning really, really big. The bad part is a lot of these trades came in the middle of the night. So I'll show you what I mean at the end though. So seeing a pattern, hoping to see why the smaller trades are not working. This was way before this trade, and as you can see, that trade did not work out. Literally went right against us. Same thing for silver as it as for US Euro USD. Went up, gave us a glimmer of hope, and then boom, straight off, uh, right up to the upside. Same thing basically happened with gold. I was looking at a nice support resistance area here, hoping that after this push right here, this is kind of what offset everything. This one push right here made me think that silver was about to go down and the Euro USD was about to go down as well. So going back to the first trade, small trade, still testing out the 5 minute time frame. I don't like it. Basically, we tried our hand at the first trade here for a short. This was actually earlier than I was supposed to be in, but we got into it, I think around 650, to be honest. Yeah, it was like right here, 645, 650. I didn't get into it back here, but that's where the criteria was met at like 605. And then we attempted to get back in again at about 1405, right about here. So glimmer of hope, went straight back up against us. That's all I got. And then on the rest of them, I don't think we took anything else. We didn't take any Ethereum. We didn't take any Bitcoin. We didn't take any S&P 500. So very interesting. But what I did was I went back to mark all the spots where my 2 hour time frame confluences were met, regardless of the time of day. Um, the one thing that I realized is, it could happen at any given time. It could have been 3 o'clock in the morning, could have been, during the London session, could have been during, midnight, middle of the night in Asian session. But as you can see, or Tokyo session, as you can see here, this one happened at 1700. We had a cross of our EMA, our two candles, and then boom, it would have been right on this candle. We would have had to buy, excuse me, it was something like that. We would have had a buy position here with our stop loss being right here. And as you can see, it went 1 to like 3, I think, already, currently right now. BTC, kind of similar thing. Position was right here. Stop loss was down here. 1 to 2, 1 to 3 would have already been met. ETH, same thing. Trade right here. Stop loss down here. I believe this would have just made our 1 to 2 in today. This one, not so much. This one would have been traded right here on this candlestick. It wouldn't have met the 1 to 2 because the stop loss would have been way, way higher. I think this one would have probably ended up being a break even. But yeah, currently right now, we still technically be up at least. Silver, it was way over here. We actually did take the right trade here. So I can't really complain about it. But as you can see, that one came at roughly around 11 o'clock. The gold one came super late in the night, though. That one came at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why we couldn't take it. And then right here, I feel like this would have probably been the only real loser because you had this big, big, big push down, which really didn't give any chance for like a smaller candlestick entry. And then if we would have entered here, which was where that second candlestick bypasses the EMA for me, that was at 9 o'clock at night. And say we had an automated system, we would currently be losing because the stop loss would end up being way up here. And then for oil, we went over that. So we had those two trades that would have lost. And then now this current trade that we are in for the 2 hour time frame. So it's very interesting to see that. To me, I feel like, having less trades has only helped me. The bad part about it is being able to get into some of those trades is not possible because of the simple fact that sometimes those trades happen 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes right after the New York session at like 6 p.m. And I'm not on the charts by then. So I'm really thinking about trying to automate my trades. I'm currently learning how to do it right now. There are like 2 videos that I'm watching on YouTube that you should be able to do it pretty much free without having to pay anything. So might see that come up in the future. I know for stuff like this, it's probably not possible because you're doing a paper trading account, so there's nothing to really tie the automation to. But I wish there was some easy way on TradingView where you could literally. I've created a strategy. I've created it. It pops up. It shows on the chart. It just doesn't automate itself and turn on. If you know of a way, if anybody knows of a way to actually flip that switch and say, yes, trade, my automated system on TradingView, just as a tester, like that would be great. Because what it does is when you put it in, it goes into the strategy tester and it tells you, where it would have gotten in, where it would get out, stuff like that or whatever, so it can give you results, but it doesn't actually physically buy and sell for you, if that makes sense. So yeah, if I could get it to do that, that'd be fantastic. Because I like the actual live results. I know it's testing and it's going as the market is going, but it's not really pressing that buy and sell button for you. It's just showing you the result after it happens, basically. Either way, thank you all. Hopefully you have a great day. Hopefully you had a great week. We're still positive, but we're heading back down like we usually do to that zero balance. We always end up doing it every time. We're break even to negative traders so far. We're break even though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about it. I'm happy, but at the same time, it's like I need that last push to make me somewhat at least positive sometimes. Like, can I be positive sometimes? Because by the time I get negative, I give up on it. Even though I know I could easily go back to break even, I just give up. I'd be like, fuck it. So either way, all right, y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day. Peace.